Hello, hello, hello. What is up? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another Helium Miner update. It is the Sunday, August. It's not August. Doesn't even feel like August. April 27th, 2025. Helium Miner update coming to you from our Portland world headquarters outside here over in Northwest Portland. Kind of a nice day. We were out at the marina yesterday getting a bunch of the cobwebs, the green stuff off from the winter. Really nice day, a little cooler today. Yesterday, pretty sunny. You can see it's a little overcast here, not too bad. We're by Forest Park. So, anyhow, welcome. Hopefully, everyone is having just work at. Oh, yeah, I think I'm just bouncing around data and Wi-Fi. So try to stay here in Wi-Fi range. IoT, I was saying the token that we had been earning on the miners, Helium Improvement Protocol 138, ended up getting rid of that. That one trading at 0.000616 dollars per token, up about 20%. Helium HNT, that one trading at $4.12, about 20% as well. Typically, those operate kind of in concert. We've had a market momentum surge here recently. A lot of crypto's been up. Certainly the altcoins here. HNT, as far as being kind of the main token for IoT, the decentralized Helium Internet of Things network. Plus, there's been some other developments. Just collaborations. Nova Labs, which runs Helium, I think there's a collaboration between Telefonica and Mexico. So they've got about, I forget, there's a couple 100,000 subscribers they've got there that they're using the network, and then also we got about 100,000 data hotspots with was it a Mariband? So a company they do the hotspots. Uh, the collaboration there, so that's helping business as well. Getting to some of the other updates here. Bitcoin BTC trading at time of the while I'm doing this live stream, 94,400. That's certainly been up about 11%. Again, that market surge we've been seeing. Generally, market. Whether it's the stock market, crypto, whatnot, it's been up last week or so after having some compression in value there due to the tariff digestion of the tariffs by the markets. And also, just a quick side note, no financial advice. We just do these Helium hotspots just for fun. It's a hobby. Solana finally $149.23, up about 8%. So good news there if you are holding Solana. Getting to our miners, our Kona miner, that one's sitting in a hexagon with a couple of other miners. And when I say hexagon, you can look at your Helium map. Basically, the areas are divided into these hexagons, and you can see if there's other miners in your area if you're thinking about setting up. Typically, if you've got a hexagon where there's no other miners, that's generally a good spot, a good area, especially if you've got other miners around you that they can communicate with. If you are the only Helium hotspot in that in the hexagon, then your earnings are going to increase versus having to share it with other folks that have got them set up as well. So anyway, that Kona miner, two other miners in the group. The other thing too to keep in mind is depending upon how desirable the location is, Kona tends to be on the more desirable end just because cost of living is a little bit higher, harder to find folks that are going to utilize their Wi-Fi system and hook the miners in. So there tends to be kind of a premium that is applied tied to that. So I think we're seeing some of that with our Kona MNTD helium miner. And by the way, MNTD is the brand. There's other brands that are out there. That's just company we ended up using. Um, let's see, Portland 1, that our location, that one's sitting down at our office building there in Northwest Portland. That one's sitting in a hexagon with 5 other miners, so definitely some competition there. Actually, let me just step back to that Kona miner. 7-day earnings, 0.429 helium tokens. Up until a few months ago, that was earning IoT. Those are earning HNT now. Anyway, 0.429 helium tokens for this last 7 days. That is down about 6%. Our Portal 1 miner, that one earned 0.190 helium tokens, so you can definitely tell the difference between that and the Kona miner. That one's actually down about 6% as well. But one thing you'll find here as we go into the actual dollar earnings for the last week and 30 days is that they're up over last week just because of the increase in value of HNT. Last week it was trading in the lower $3 range. Now it's in the lower $4 range. So that helps out there. Portland 2, that one is sitting in hexagon with no other miners, so by itself, so we're not sharing the earnings on that one. That one is at 0.263 helium tokens for the last 7 days. That's down about 44%, so not great news there, but still more dollar earnings just because of the increase in the value of helium. One of the things that is interesting about to note about the earnings here for the last 7 days is that typically that Kona miner and the Portland 2 miner, they tend to be earning about the same, within about 10% of each other. But it looks like that Kona miner at the 0.429 for the last 7 days is definitely more than the Portland 2 at 0.263 helium tokens. So a little different. Let's see, and then getting to our Alpine miner, if you've been following along last 4 months or so, rural helium mining just hasn't been doing too well, which is too bad because actually the use case there would be pretty good, just as far as using an IoT system, whether you're tracking like livestock, things like that, would certainly probably be more efficient through a helium network than using cell towers, or it would be less expensive. But we haven't really seen that take off. And our Alpine miner, that one's sitting in hexagon by itself. But one of the things that we're coming up with is that just in that rural area, is there's not a lot of the helium miners. So if they can't communicate with each other as part of the network, then there tends to be less earnings. And that's just kind of the way that is. And so anyway, that Alpine miner, we check on it every week. It's active, but it's not earning anything right now. Other thing to probably just touch base here on is that energy usage on these is 5 watts, so typically pretty negligible as far as the actual energy cost. So kind of keep that in mind so you know about that. So total 7-day earnings, got that totalized as 0.882 helium tokens. And then looking at the 30-day earnings, our Kona miner, 1.942 helium tokens. So good news there. Our Portland 1 location, the one that's, again, in that hexagon with the other 5 other miners, 0.869 helium tokens. And then our Portland 2 location is 1.997 helium tokens. So still actually ahead of Kona MNTD helium miner, but that one on the 7-day basis has been dropping, so I would suspect 30-day earnings here next week will be less. Totaling the 30-day earnings, then 4.808 helium tokens, so not too bad there, though that is a little less than we had last week. Last week, I think we were over 5 on that 30-day rolling average. And then being able to take this and get our ROI, doing this on a cash basis. And again, This is a hobby only, not financial advice, just having fun. 7-day earnings, $3.63, a whopping total. And then our 30-day earnings, whopping $19.81. So that's dollars and cents, and that's over. It's obviously it's being earned by 3 miners. So if you want to compare that to your experience, though, we do have the 4 miners running. The Alpine miner is not really doing anything. And then calculating the ROI here, taking that 30-day earnings, the $19.81, dividing by 30 to get a daily rate, taking that out and extrapolating out over 365 days, that ends up being our ROI at 15.1%, which is pretty good. 15.1%. The last 2 or 3 weeks, we've been in that anywhere from 11 to 13% range, so a little bit higher. Reason for that increase, again, is just because of the increase in the price of HNT, the Helium token, as far as the market surging a little bit there, getting it to $4.12 versus being in that lower $3 range. So that's the reason why. Since the actual earnings on the miners, Kona and Portal 1 were down 6% and Portland 2 down 44%. So the ROI increase is due to the increase in the value of helium. So that is the update, not financial advice, just having fun here, hobby. Hopefully everyone is having a great weekend. Like I said, we were out in the marina yesterday, just out getting the boat cleaned up and stuff, so good news there. Lots of fun, and missing swimming in the ocean in Kona, but yeah, we're doing it. Everything's good here. Good Portland weather. It's not raining. Though there is some rain in the forecast for next week. That should do it. Certainly leave comments down below if you're watching this after it goes live with your helium mining experience, or if you got some helium mining questions for us, and we will take care of that for you. Hopefully you're having a great weekend, and we will see you next week. Peace. Bye.